Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm Noble One. Today we are playing Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney on mobile. I've never played this game before. I mean, I've heard it's pretty good, so let's give it a try. But you know, pretty cool. It's on mobile. Yeah, they got multiple games. But we're going to do Ace Attorney. I think that's the first one. I could be wrong, but it sounds really familiar. But as always, guys, make sure to like, comment, subscribe. It really helps out. Not even kidding. Even comments really help out. So make sure to, let me know if you guys like this content, don't like this content. Always hopeful. And let me know down in the comments. Have you ever played Phoenix Wright? Because I haven't. But yeah, let's hop right in. The first turnabout. That guy looks pretty swagged out. Day 1 trial. Oh no. Gasp. Gasp. Oh, is that blood? It is. Oh no. Dang it! Why me? I can't get caught. Not like this. I've got to find... I can't read. Jesus. Oh no. I'll make it look like he did it. Oh no. That's the murderer. August 3rd, 19:47 a.m. Did I say 19? I meant 9. District Court, Defendant Lobby Number 2. Let us start. Okay, so this must have been a DS game. Boy, am I nervous. Phoenix, that's me, I'm guessing. Right? Oh, hiya, Chief. Woo, I'm glad I made it on time. So this is it, your first trial. I haven't been this nervous since we did student trials back in high school. Oh, I should do voices for him. Well, it's about time you got back into the swing of things then. Yeah, I guess you're right. You know, Chief, I'm sorry you had to come all the way down here today on my account. Well, I have to say, Phoenix, I'm impressed. Not everyone takes on a murder trial right off the bat like this. There's a lot about you and your client as well. Thanks. Actually, it's because I owe him a favor. A favor? You mean you knew the defendant before this case? Yes. Actually, I kind of owe my current job to him. He's one of the reasons I became an attorney. Well, that's news to me. I want to help him out any way I can. I just really want to help him. I owe him that much. It's over. My life, everything, it's all over. ... Isn't that your client screaming over there? Yeah, that's him. Death, despair. Oh. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna die. It sounds like he wants to die. Yeah. Yo. Nick. I don't know if that's a guy. Hey there, Larry. Dude, I'm so guilty. Tell them I'm guilty. Give me the death sentence. I ain't afraid to die. What? What's wrong, Larry? Oh, it's all over. I'm finished. I can't live in a world without her. I can't. Who took her away from me, Nick? Who did this? Is my name Nick? Oh, Nick, you gotta tell me. Who took my baby away? The person responsible for your girlfriend's death? The newspapers say it was you. Gasp. My name is Phoenix Wright. Here's a story. My first case is a fairly simple one. A young woman was killed in her apartment. The guy they arrested was the unlucky sap dating her. We know it wasn't him, though. Larry Butz. That's a funny name. My best friend since grade school. Our school had a saying. When something smells, it's usually the butts. In the 23 years I've known him, it's usually been true. He has a knack for getting himself in trouble. One thing I can say, though, it's usually not his fault. He just has terrible luck. But I know better than anyone that he's a good guy at heart. That, and I owe him one. Which is why I took the case to clear his name. And that's just what I'm going to do. Alright, Phoenix. August 3rd, 10 o'clock a.m. District Court. Courtroom number 2. The court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Larry Butz. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Here, Mr. Wright, this is your first trial, is it not? Yes, Your Honor. I'm a little nervous. Your conduct during this trial will decide the fate of your client. Murder is a serious charge for your client's sake. I hope you can control your nerves. Thank you, Your Honor. Mr. Wright, given the circumstances, I think we should have a test to ascertain your readiness. Yes, Your Honor, that seems like a good idea. Go. Hands shaking, eyesight fading. The test will consist of a few simple questions. Answer them clearly and concisely. Please state the name of the defendant in the case. That would be Larry Butz. Defendant. Yeah, Larry Butz. The defendant? Well, that's Larry Butz, Your Honor. Correct. Just keep your wits about you and you'll do fine. Next question. This is a murder trial. Tell me the victim's name. Phew, I know this one. Glad I read the case report covers so many times. It's... Wait. Uh-oh. No way. I forgot. I'm drawing a total blank here.
Phoenix, are you absolutely sure you're up to this? You don't even know the victim's name?
Oh, the victim, of course. I know the victim's name. I, just forgot temporarily.
I think I feel a migraine coming on. Look, the defendant's name is listed in the court record. Just touch the court record button to check it out at any time, okay? Remember to check it off and do it for me, please. I'm begging you.
Let's hear your answer. Who is the victim in the case? Cindy. Name's Cindy. I'm guessing it's not Cinder Block. So I'm going to say Cindy Stone. The victim's name is, Cindy Stone. Correct. Now tell me, what was the cause of death? I believe she was shot to the head. She died because she was... I'm guessing hit with a blunt object, right? That's pretty easy. She was struck once by a blunt object. Correct. You've answered all my questions. I see no reason why we shouldn't proceed. You seem much more relaxed, Mr. Wright. Good for you. Thank you, Your Honor. Because I don't feel relaxed, that's for sure. Well then, first a question for the prosecution. Mr. Payne? Yes, Your Honor. As Mr. Wright just told us, the victim was struck with a blunt object. Would you explain to the court just what the object was? The murder weapon was the statue of the thinker. What the? How do you... How? Something about that doesn't add up. It was found lying on the floor next to the victim. I see. The court accepts it into evidence. Statue added to the court record. A statue in the shape of the thinker is rather heavy.
Right. Be sure to pay attention to any evidence added during the trial. That evidence is the only ammunition you have in court. Touch the court record button to check the court record frequently.
Well, Mr. Payne, the prosecution may call its first witness. The prosecution calls the defendant, Mr. Butz, to the stand.
Chief, what do I do?
Oh, that's me. Chief, what do I do now?
Pay attention, you don't want to miss any information that might help your client's case. You'll get your chance to respond to the prosecution later, so be ready. Let's just hope he doesn't say anything unfortunate.
Uh-oh, Larry gets excited easily. This could be bad. Didn't he want the death sentence? Oh boy.
Mr. Butz, it is not true that the victim had recently dumped you. Hey, what's your buddy? We were great together. We were Romeo and Juliet, Cleopatra and Mark Antony.
Didn't they all die?
I wasn't dumped. She just didn't. She just wasn't taking my phone calls or seeing me, ever.
Oh boy.
What's it to you anyway?
This is not looking good.
Mr. Butz, what you describe is generally what we mean by dumped. In fact, she had completely abandoned you and was seeing other men. She had just returned from overseas with one of them the day before the murder. What do you mean, one of them? Lies. All of it lies. I don't believe a word of it. Your Honor, the victim's passport? According to this, she was in Paris until the day before she died.
Passport added to the court record. The victim apparently arrived home from Paris on 7:30 the day before the murder. Indeed, she appears to have returned the day before the murder.
Dude, no way. The victim was a model, but did not have a large income. It appears that she had several sugar daddies.
Daddies? Sugar?
Yes, older men who gave her money and gifts. She took their money and used it to support her lifestyle.
Dude!
We can clearly see what kind of woman this Miss Stone was. Tell me, Mr. Butz, what do you think of her now?
Right. I don't think you want him to answer that question.
Yeah, Larry has a way of running his mouth in all the wrong directions. This is clearly bait. Should I? Yeah, stop him from answering. My client has no idea the victim was seeing other men. That question is irrelevant to this case. Oof. Wince.
Dude, Nick, what do you mean irrelevant?
That cheating. She-dog. I'm gonna die. I'm just gonna drop dead. Yeah, when I meet her in the afterlife, I'm gonna get to the bottom of this. Oh no, please shut up. Let's continue with the trial, shall we?
I believe the accused's motive is clear to everyone.
Yes, quite. Oh boy, this is so not looking good.
Next question. You went to the victim's apartment on the day of the murder, did you not?
Gulp.
Well, did you or did you not?
Well, maybe I did and maybe I didn't. Uh-oh. He went. What do I do? I'd say... Oh, this is tough. Have him answer honestly. I know. I'll send him a signal. Tell the truth. Yeah, I was there. I win. Order! Well, Mr. Butz. Dude, chill. She wasn't home, man. So, I didn't see her. Objection!
Your Honor, the defendant is lying.
Lying? That's a bold claim.
The prosecution would like to call a witness who can prove Mr. Butz is lying.
Well, that simplifies matters. Who is your witness?
The man who found the victim's body.
There's an imposter among us.
Just before making the gruesome discovery, he saw the defendant fleeing the scene of the crime.
Boop, boop, boop. Order in the court. Mr. Payne, the prosecution may call its witnesses. Witness.
Yes, Your Honor.
This is bad.
On the day of the murder, my witness was selling newspapers at the victim's building. Please bring Mr. Frank Sahwit to the stand.
That's the murderer! I knew it!
Mr. Sahut, you sell newspaper subscriptions, is this correct?
He looks super guilty, by the way.
Oh yes, newspapers, yes. Mr. Sahut, you can proceed with your testimony. Please tell the court what you saw on the day of the murder. Witness testimony.
I was going door to door selling subscriptions when I saw a man fleeing an apartment. I thought he must be in a hurry because he left the door half open behind him. Thinking it strange, I looked inside the apartment. Then I saw her lying there, a woman, not moving, dead. I quailed in fright and found myself unable to go inside. I thought to call the police immediately. Yeah, where's that statue? I don't see no statue. However, the police in her apartment wasn't... however, the phone in her apartment wasn't working. That's a little suspicious. I went to a nearby park and found a public phone. I remember the time exactly. It was 1 p.m. The man who ran was without a doubt the defendant sitting right over there. Larry, why didn't you tell the truth? I can't defend you against a testimony like that. Incidentally, why wasn't the phone in the victim's apartment working?
Your Honor, at the time of the murder, there was a blackout in the building.
That's a lie.
Aren't phones supposed to work during a blackout?
Yes, Your Honor. However, some cordless phones do not function normally. The phone that Mr. Sawut used was one of those.
That's suspicious.
Your Honor, I have a record of the blackout for your perusal.
Blackout record added to the court record. Electricity in Mrs. Stone's building was out from noon to 6 p.m. on the day of the crime. Now, Mr. Wright.
Yes, Your Honor.
You may begin your cross-examination.
Oh, he is gonna get wrecked. I am going to be the best lawyer ever. Cross-examination, Your Honor.
Alright, Fred, this is it. This the right deal.
What exactly am I supposed to do?
Why, you exposed the lies in the testimony the witness just gave.
Lies? What? He was lying?
Your client is innocent, right? Then what witness must have lied in his testimony? Then that witness. Or is your client just really guilty?
Boo! How do I prove he's not?
You hold the key. That's in the evidence. Compare the witness's testimony to the evidence at hand. There's bound to be a contradiction in there. First, find contradiction between the court record and the witness's testimony. Then, once you find the contradicting evidence, present it and rub it in the witness's face.
Okay.
Touch the court record button and point the contradiction to the testimony.
Yeah.
Cross-examination. I was going door to door selling subscriptions when I saw a man fleeing an apartment.
What do I do?
Hold it.
Isn't a man leaving an apartment a common sight? I find it odd you wouldn't take notice of him. I don't know. It just seemed strange to me, that's all. Like he was mad and yet frightened at the same time. Just like a criminal fleeing the scene of a crime. The defense requests that the witnesses refrain from conjecture.
Of course, what the witnesses mean is that the man he saw looked sus. So, what happened next?
I thought he must be in a hurry because he left the door half open behind him.
Oh, okay.
Seeing it strange, I looked inside the apartment. Hold it! What gave you the idea to do that?
Well, the door was half open, you see. Isn't it only human to want to peek? No. We climb mountains because they are there. It's the same thing.
True words had never been spoken. Anyone would look inside.
Why did Payne cut him off so quickly?
So you looked into the apartment. What happened then?
Then I saw her lying there. A woman, not moving. Dead.
Alright.
I quailed in fright and found myself unable to go inside.
Hold it!
So you didn't touch anything in the apartment? Yes. I mean, no. Nothing.
Uh-oh. Caught. Okay, what happened next?
I thought to call the police immediately. Oh, the phone in her apartment wasn't working.
Hold it!
The phone in her apartment wasn't working? Yes, I mean, no. No, it wasn't. Right.
But you said you didn't go into the apartment. Or did you?
Oh, that. I can explain that. There's a cordless phone on a shelf in the entranceway. I reached inside and tried using that to call.
Oh, he's caught. He's so caught.
And that phone wasn't working, correct? What happened next?
I went to a nearby park and found a public phone.
It's a little sussy.
I remember the time exactly. It was 1 p.m.
Yeah. No, it wasn't. I don't think you're right there, buddy. I'm gonna have to present that to the case, to the court. Okay, noon to 6. You're lucky. You're lucky there. But I'm going to present the autopsy report. Objection! You found the body at 1 p.m. Are you sure? Yes, it was 1 p.m. for certain. Frankly, I find that hard to believe. Your statement directly contradicts the autopsy report. The autopsy notes the time of death at sometime after 4 p.m. There was nobody no body to find at 1 p.m. How do you explain this 3-hour gap? I caught him! I caught him! Oh, that! Oh, Objection! It is trivial. A witness merely forgot the time. Not having it. After this testimony, I find that hard to believe. Mr. Sahut? Why were you so certain that you found the body at 1 p.m.? Gee, that's a really good question.
Great job, Mr. White. Way to put him on the spot. That's all you have to do. Point out contradictions. Lies always beget more lies. Think through one and their whole story falls apart.
Wait, I remember now. Would you care to give your testimony again?
He's gonna do it again. Wow. You see, when I found the body, I heard the time. There was a voice saying the time. It was probably coming from the television. Oh, but it was 3 hours off, wasn't it? I guess the victim must have been watching a video of a taped program. That's why I thought it was 1 p.m. Oh, no, I'm not taking it. Terribly sorry about the misunderstanding. Not having it. I see. You heard a voice saying the time on a taped program. Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness. Right.
You know what to do.
I've got this one. Chillax.
Cross-examination.
The time of discovery. You see, when I found the body, I heard the time. Let's see. Objection. Hold it. You said heard, not saw? Yes, heard. All I saw was the body lying there. I didn't think to look at anything else, least of all my watch. Isn't that a little strange? So you're saying you heard something. But if you were so shocked by the body, you wouldn't hear anything at all.
The witness did say he actually heard the time. That's ludicrous to suggest he wouldn't hear anything.
Oh, he's so nervous.
I have to agree with the prosecution. Witness, continue your testimony.
There was a voice saying the time. It was probably coming from the television. Oh, but it was 3 hours off, wasn't it? I guess the victim must have been watching a video on a taped program. Hold it! Video, you say? Yes, that would explain why the time was wrong. True. Right!
I think the problem lies someplace else.
Agreed. That you heard the time at the scene then.
That's why I thought it was 1 p.m. Oh, you lucky. Terribly sorry about the misunderstanding.
Notice anything suspicious?
You see, when I found the body, I heard the time. There's a voice saying the time. It was probably coming from the television. Oh, wait, I have to keep going? I did something wrong, you say?
How do you explain the gap?
Well, witness, can you explain this?
I guess the victim must have been watching a taped program.
Anything to present? The witness's statement is clearly faulty, Your Honor.
I'm sorry, but I can see nothing faulty.
Unfortunately, I will have to penalize you, Mr. Wright. Oh no! I must be on the wrong track. That's why I thought it was 1 p.m. Well, you just watch it. Not much. My bad. Shoot. That's right. The electricity was out. Objection! Hold it right there. The prosecution has said there was a blackout at the time of the discovery. And this record proves it. I did it. I'm so smart. I'm so smart. I'm so smart. You couldn't have heard a television or a video. Well, Eric, the defense has a point. Do you have an explanation for this, Mr. Sahut? No, I find it quite puzzling myself. Quite. Wait, I remember now. Mr. Sahut? The court would prefer to hear an accurate testimony from the very beginning. These constant corrections are harming your credibility. That, and you seem rather distraught. My apologies, Your Honor. It must have been the shock of finding the body. No. Very well, Mr. Seward. Let's hear your testimony once more, please. He's not having it. He is not having it. He is so nervous. Actually, I didn't hear the time. I saw it. How? There was a table clock in the apartment, wasn't there? Yeah, the murder weapon. The killer used it to kill the victim. That's not true. That's not true. The defense may cross-examine the witness. Gladly. Gladly. You are done for. Actually, I did hear the time. I saw it. Okay. I don't think there was, but go on. I'm going to present, this. Objection! Objection! Wait just a moment. The murder weapon wasn't a clock. It was a statue. Now, how is this supposed to be a clock? Oh, this game's kind of funny. This game's kind of funny. What? You with your objections and your evidence? Just who do you think you are? Just answer the question, Mr. Sweat. I ain't got time for this. Hey, I saw it there, okay? That's a clock.
Your Honor, if I may.
Yes, Mr. Bain?
As the witnesses stated, this statue is indeed a clock.
How? How?
The neck is a switch. You just tilt it
and I said the time out loud. But it doesn't look like a clock. I submitted it as a statue. My apologies.
I see. So the murder weapon was a table clock after all. Well, Mr. Wright, it appears that the witness's testimony was correct. This is a clock. You have any problems with the testimony now?
Yes.
Your Honor, there is a gaping hole in the witness's testimony. The only way he could have known the weapon was a clock was to hold it in his hand. Yet the witness testified that he never entered the apartment. Clearly a contradiction. Indeed. The witness knew it was a clock because he... Ooh, this is tough. I want to say went into the apartment. Because you're lying! You were inside the apartment on the day of the murder. Yeah. Oh yeah? Prove it. Prove I went into there. I'll do better than that. I can prove you were the one who killed her. You struck her with the clock, and then the shock of the blow triggered the clock's voice. That was the sound you heard. Order in the court. Intriguing. Please continue, Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. With pleasure. Mr. Sahut, the sound you have must have left quite an impression on you. Understandable, since the murder weapon spoke just as you hit the victim. So that's not a bone, that's actually a statue. That voice was burned into your mind. That's why you were so certain about the time.
What's the meaning of this? This is all baseless conjecture.
Baseless? Just look at the witness's face. Would the witness care to elaborate? Did you strike the victim with the clock?
I never.
Look, I was the clock. I heard, no, I mean, I saw. Ah! Oh boy. Shut up, I hate you. I saw him. He killed her, and he should burn. Burn! Give him death. Order in the court, I say.
Your Honor, a moment, please. There isn't a shred of evidence supporting the defense's claims.
Mr. Wright, Your Honor, you claim the sound the witnesses heard came from the clock. Do you have any evidence?
Do I have any evidence?
I don't think so. The whole case is riding on this. I better think it through carefully. Yes, Your Honor. The sound Mr. Sohit heard was definitely this clock. A fact which is clear if you simply... Try sounding the clock. I think that makes sense. Let's sound the clock now in this court. Your Honor, may I have the clock? I ask the court to listen very carefully. Beep. I think it's 8:25.
That certainly is a strange way to announce the time. Well, he is the thinker, after all. So we've heard the clock. What are your conclusions, Mr. Wright? Mr. Payne, can you tell me what time it is now?
It's 11:25.
Uh-oh.
That's off time.
3 hours to be exact. As you can see, this clock is exactly 3 hours slow. Precisely the discrepancy between what Mr. Swift heard and the actual time of death
So, Mr. Sohut. Tried to talk your way out of this one, buddy. Bet you can't. Ha! 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 You forgot one thing. Uh-oh. What's he talking about? While it may seem like that clock is running 3 hours slow, it proves nothing. How do you know it was running 3 hours slow on the day of the murder? If you can't prove that, you don't have a case. Huh. He's right. How am I going to prove that? Dang it. I was so close. Mr. Wright, it seems you lack the critical evidence to support your claim. Yes, Your Honor. This means I cannot let you indict the witness. Unfortunately. Darn. This ends the cross-examination of Mr. Frank Sahut. I come all the way down here to testify, and look what happens. They treat me like a criminal. A criminal! Your lawyers are all slime. Grr, I almost had him. Sorry, Larry. I failed you. There's nothing I can do about it now.
Not so fast, Mr. Sohut.
Mia, I mean, Chief.
Listen up, Bright. Don't throw this one away. Not like this. Think.
But Chief, it's over. I can't prove the clock was too slow that day of the murder. Nobody can prove that.
Well, yes. But that doesn't mean you can't still win. Try thinking out of the box. Don't waste time finding the facts. Assume the clock was 3 hours slow. And think through it. Ask yourself, why was the clock 3 hours slow?
What was the clock 3 hours slow?
Figure out the reason and you have your proof. Right?
That's funny.
Can you think of a reason as to why the clock would be 3 hours slow?
Why would the clock be 3 hours slow? Why would the clock be 3 hours slow? That's a good question. Guys, comment down below. Why would the clock be 3 hours slow? Well, she. I'll say yes, but I don't really know. Wait! Maybe I can prove it.
You must have evidence somewhere that can prove it, right? Find it and let them have it.
Well, Mr. Wright, you say the clock was already running slow on the day of the murder? Have you found evidence to support this claim? Of course I do. There's a piece of evidence in the court record that can prove the claim beyond a doubt. Ha! Tough words. Let's see you pull this one off. Let's see this evidence that proves why the clock was running slow. The autopsy, right? It'd be the autopsy, right?
Take that!
Excuse me? This proves your claim? How? Uh-oh. I can't see what that evidence has to do with the clock. No! That wasn't it. One more chance. Just give me one more chance. Shoot. It's gotta be this, right?
Take that!
Excuse me? This proves your claim? How? Oh no. No! That wasn't it. So I have to have it. So I have to know. What is it, guys? Guys, help me. Guys, I thought that... What if I just presented my badge? That'd be kind of funny. I don't have the evidence. I mean...
Take that!
Oh no. Where is it then? I'm stuck. I'm stuck. I'm stuck, guys.
Take that!
The victim had just... Jeez. My brain is mind blown right now. I'm mind blown. When it's 4 p.m. here, it's 1 a.m. the next day there. The clock wasn't 3 hours slow. It was 9 hours fast. The victim hadn't reset her clock since returning home. That's why the time you heard when you struck her dead in her apartment was wrong. Proof enough for you, Mr. Sweat? Or should I say, Mr. Did It? Nyeh. Eh. He died. He died. Order! Order, I say! Well, this case has certainly turned out differently than we expected. Mr. Payne, your client?
He was arrested and has been taken away, Your Honor.
Very well. Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor. I have to say, I'm impressed. I don't think I've ever seen someone complete a defense so quickly. Well, it took like an hour. And find the true culprit at the same time. Thank you, Your Honor. At this point, this is only a formality, but this court finds the defendant, Mr. Larry Butz, innocent. Yay! Not guilty! Yay! Woohoo! Party! And with that, the court is adjourned. I'm the best lawyer ever. It turns out that Frank Sweat was a common burglar. He posed as a newspaper salesman to check and see when people were out of the house. That day, flashback. When Larry went to her apartment, why am I doing the British voice? When Larry went to her apartment, the victim wasn't home. After he left, Mr. Sweat let himself in to do his dirty work. While he was searching her place, the victim returned. Flustered, Mr. Sweat grabbed the nearest blunt object he could find. August 3rd, 2:32 p.m. District Court. Defendant Lobby number 2. Can I save? Oh, I can save. Well, guys, I think this is a good spot to leave off for now. But if you want to see this video in the future, let me know down below. Like, comment, subscribe, share. And I love you guys. Mwah, mwah. Peace out.